What is up, guys? It's Original Boris here. And last night on the Investigation Discovery channel, I have it here on my DVR. They played the Dating Game Killer movie. I did end up watching it. And it was actually pretty good, but it was a made-for-TV movie, so there was only so much that they could show, obviously. But it's about a serial killer. He killed a bunch of women. He's suspected of killing 130 women in California, New York, and then last year he was charged with a murder in Wyoming. So they actually played the movie, and then right after the movie was done, they ended up playing an hour-long documentary where they talked about Rodney Alcala. And he became famous or well known because he actually was on a game show, the dating game, which is what inspired the title of the movie. And he actually ended up winning the show. But the lady that actually picked him on the show was so creeped out by him that she never actually ended up going on a date with him. But right now, we're going to watch that show. You can actually watch the show on YouTube. But we're going to check it out right now. And the guy was smooth. He knew how to talk. He was a well talker. He ended up getting some pretty decent jobs even during his whole killing spree. He was a great talker, and he just had a lot of charisma, as you will see in this show. But let's go ahead and play it. It's when you watch it now, people will say, "Oh, it's obvious he was creepy," but back then, obviously, a lot of people didn't catch on to him. But let's go ahead and see if this will play. It's not wanting to play for some reason. Trying to get it to play here. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to try to go into another room. Maybe it'll play better if I am closer to my server. No, it's not going to play. All right, let's try it now. Sorry for that delay. It took me a little bit to get it to play, but here we go. Quality's not that great, but it is an old video.
And welcome to the dating game, and we'll get right underway. It's time to meet our first three eligible bachelors for game number one, and here they are. Good luck, gentlemen. Well, let's see. Bachelor number one is a successful photographer who got his start when his father found him in the dark room at the age of 13, fully developed. Between takes, he might find him skydiving or motorcycling.
Little risque for back in the 70s.
Alcala.
That's him right there.
And it's time to meet our young lady for game number one. And
Kind of reminds me of Richard Ramirez also.
here is a young
Both
lady
Latino.
with a wealth of experience.
But they have that long hair.
Living massage
Same look.
But she quit when her boss suggested that she work her way up. Then she taught school in Phoenix, Arizona. Now she's here to educate our three bachelors in the art of amour. Welcome, if you will, sensational Cheryl Bradshaw. Hello, Cheryl. Don't sit down yet. Just a minute. Want to make sure everything is straight. You relax? You feel okay? All right. You know there are three bachelors over there. There'll be 1, 2, and 3. Ask them anything you like to find out more about them, except their name, age, occupation, or income. Okay? And we're going to start by having them say hello to you and see how they sound. Number one, would you say hello to Cheryl, please? We're going to have a great time together, Cheryl. Okay. And here we go.
It's creepy, dude.
Bachelor number one.
It's creepy now, but they didn't know back then.
What's your best time?
The best time is at night, nighttime,
Why do you say that?
because that's the only time there is.
The only time? What's wrong with morning, afternoon?
Well, they're okay, but nighttime's when it really gets good. Then you're really ready.
I'm a drama teacher, and I'm going to audition each of you for my private class. Bachelor number one. You're a dirty old man.
Wow, this played on TV in the 70s. It's crazy. I think this actually aired only a few days after I was born.
I am serving you for dinner.
Oh,
What are you called? And what do you look like?
I'm called the banana, and I look really good.
Can you be a little more descriptive?
Peel me.
From what I've read, he had already killed several women by the time he was on this show.
Welcome back to the dating
It's
game.
crazy.
And Cheryl, we have reached the
And he was a
moment.
registered sex offender.
You heard from the bachelors. You got some great dramatic presentations, some good answers. But now I'm going to ask you a question. Will that date be bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2, or bachelor number 3? Who gets the date?
Well, I like bananas, so I'll take one.
Number 1, bachelor number 1. All right. Well, there they go. However, you did leave one remaining, and this is your date. And I want to tell you something about him, Cheryl. He's a skydiver, so he's got a lot of nerve. He's into motorcycling. He's also a fine photographer. Say hello to Rodney Alcala. Rodney, come on and say hello. Congratulations, Rod. You did it with the one answer. Well, as far as I can see, Cheryl and Rodney, it looks like the two of you may be involved in some sort of racket. So we're going to have you...
She doesn't look too happy right there. It's a fake smile.
First, you'll receive tennis lessons from expert Naomi Besa of the famous Kirkwood Tennis Club. That starts. And you'll soon be acing everyone off the courts. And to make sure you both look as professional as you'll become, complete tennis outfits will be provided by Bill Darling's Tennis Shop. It will really make you look like part of the racket set. Then it's off the Magic Mountain, one of America's greatest and most complete amusement parks, with plenty of excitement to challenge any daring dater, like the Revolution that'll help you turn the town upside down, and of course the world's greatest roller coaster, the Colossus. Magic Mountain, just a half an hour north of Hollywood, California. So have fun playing tennis.
She does not look too happy.
Thank you. Okay. You can go relax, meet each other, say hello, get acquainted, and they'll be back. And before we begin our next game, let's find out what runners-up will receive today from Johnny Jacobs.
Anyway, from what I read, as soon as they got to the back, she refused to go on a date with him, and he was pretty upset about it. They also show it in the movie, in the made-for-TV movie, although I think it was a little dramatized. But it's still pretty good. I recommend that you watch that movie. It's called The Dating Game Killer. And then they play the documentary right after. I don't remember the name of the documentary, but they play it right after the movie. Pretty good story. Pretty interesting. I had really never heard of him before up until about a year ago. I started hearing about him. But he's been all over lately. And makes pretty interesting documentary. It's, like I said, he's suspected of 130 murders. He's gone to trial in California and New York, and he was charged in Wyoming, but he didn't go to trial. They said he was too sick, and they didn't want to put him on a trip to Wyoming, so they never charged him with that. But they did charge him with that, but he just hasn't had the trial. But a very interesting story. Like I said, I recommend the movie. Recommend you watch some documentaries of it. It's pretty creepy. But there you go, serial killer Rodney Alcala. He was a contestant on a game show, as you saw. He won it. She refused to go out on a date with him, but it's still very interesting story. Pretty creepy, but it makes you wonder how many other serial killers are out there. I actually went to school with the daughter of a serial killer here in Washington State, and he committed his first murders here in the town that I was born in. So you just never know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below.